Hi guys, I'm Tass. Welcome to another episode of Tass's Tips. Today we're going to be discussing lag reducing tips. Lag is that destructifying, demoralizing, frustrating force that destroys all of your gaming prowess. Well, hopefully after today's lesson you'll be able to have some great tips to nullify and, fix some of these lag related issues. First, the easiest way to try to combat lag is by using low quality. Almost every flash game and casual game nowadays has some sort of quality setting where you can reduce the quality, change the pixels, the rendering quality, even muting the sound and the in-game audio. These are all things that can greatly cut down on the CPU processes that the game causes, thereby reducing lag. Another very helpful tip is to close any unneeded programs that you are running, especially things that are fairly CPU intensive, such as virus scanners, Windows updates, anything of that nature. Really, video editing software, iTunes, all of these programs, unneeded. If you can help it, they will help reduce your lag. Another thing that you can work on is closing additional tabs that you have open within your browsers, or going back to closing programs, closing any unneeded browsers that you happen to have open, especially things like Congregate's homepage, your Gmail or other email accounts, something that's going to be constantly looking for updates or moving. Those are things that are going to be extra intensive and can cause lag while you're playing games. You want to make sure that those are closed. If you're using a PC, you can go into Control-Delete, Mac, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Apple C or 3, something like that. Anyway, what you can do is kill any of your unneeded processes that happen to be running in the background. Things like iTunes Helper especially are fairly intensive. You're going to want to be careful when you do this though. Certain things can crash your system or are needed to be running in your system files. Mess around with it if you want to. Eventually you'll find some stuff that works, but a lot of the stuff that you have running is really unneeded. Fair warning, be careful with it though. Here's a nifty little trick that you can use. A couple of developers mention it in their games, but most do not. You can add extra storage space to the site that you're playing the game on, and as the games write to your save files in your cache, it'll allow them to write more data, and it won't have to continuously overwrite things. It'll help reduce lag in some games if you don't have it set up properly. What you want to do is you want to right-click on the game window, go down to Settings, click on the little folder. There should be a couple of tabs at the bottom. One of them looks like an image of a folder. You click on that. That's your local storage space. You're going to want to set that higher, up to unlimited if you really want to. I looked through all of my information, and no site is using more than about 4.5 megabytes worth of stuff. So if you have some extra storage space, set it to unlimited for the site or sites that you play on the most. This will definitely help you if you're experiencing lag, and notice that it's set only to about 100 kilobytes. An absolute killer in some games, and this is not your fault, is memory leaks. Some developers, they just don't code their games properly, either because they're not intelligent enough or just because they don't realize it or they overlook it. Whatever the case is, certain games, if you play them, they will continuously overwrite their variables and stuff. It'll cause memory leaks. It'll make the size of the game that you're playing expand greatly. Very simple to fix this. If you want to continue playing such a game, just restart your tab or your browser that you're going on. That's a good tip really for any game. If you notice that your game starts out okay, but starts lagging the more that you play it, find a good place to pause, to save, restart the browser. Generally speaking, that'll fix a lot of your lag issues. A small thing that can cause lag is if you zoom in, either in Firefox or IE. Certain people, if you have a slower computer, if you try zooming in on the game, which some people will use for an advantage in different situations, can also cause lag. So you want to make sure you play at your standard, your standard size. You can also try reducing the resolution of your monitor to make the game window smaller as well. Then that could help. Personally, I like playing as large as I possibly can, though. Lastly, it's not really a lag issue, but I've noticed through playing myself that depending upon whether I'm playing in Firefox or Internet Explorer, certain games will run at different speeds. I noticed this especially on the game Two Rooms, as well as a recently released game called Biomex. I play the game in Internet Explorer, it runs about 50% slower. Now this is good in certain instances, but on time-based games, this is destructifying and it'll absolutely destroy your games. So experiment. If you're having issues and you wonder why your times are so slow compared to other people that you talk to, try playing the game in a different browser. Once again, this is a second episode of Tass's Tips, reducing lag. Make sure to subscribe if you want to have more episodes like this. If you want to help me out, post comments down below so that I know and we'll have more episodes to give to you guys in the future. I apologize for taking so long. I haven't had a voice for the past week, and I don't think you really want to hear a croaky, froggy Tass. Take care, and I will get back to you next week or in 2 weeks. I'll actually be on vacation. Take care. Talk to you later. Peace out.